Hey everybody, it's Jason Hill from Shots Fired down here in Clanton, Alabama. Hey, had a good old fella ask me, say, hey, is it hard to make one of them there Spud guns? I sure would like to have one. And I said, my good fella, it ain't hard to make one at all. So guess what? Today, I'm going to learn y'all how to make your very own Spud gun, so y'all stick around. Alright, so this is what you need now. Need you a 4-inch PVC pipe cut about 16 inches. Your barrel, which is your 2-inch pipe, you need to go ahead and cut it to about 4 or 5 feet. Need you a 4-inch to 2-inch reducer. Need you a 4-inch end cap. One's got the screw out lid on it there. That's real important because you got to be able to squirt your fuel in there. And you need to be able to get in there and clean it up from time to time. Then you need you some PVC pipe cleaner and glue. And then you go down to your local Walmart down there and pick you up one of these barbecue grill little igniter switches. And that's all it is. That's all it takes. So stick around. I'm going to show you how to piece these together. Alright, so now the first thing you're going to want to do is get your pipe cleaner. And everywhere with all these little fittings and stuff, you're just going to want to take this in there and get it cleaned up real good. This is, this and the gluing is the most important part. It's got to be clean in there. So just make sure, look, if you think it's clean, clean it again, you know what I'm saying? But once you get all that clean, take and clean the top of your pipe too, and then you'll be ready for gluing. Now, the last one I made, or last fella that I helped make one, I gave him this piece of advice right here. You can never use too much glue when it comes to this thing. So don't be afraid to use a lot of glue. This thing's under a lot of pressure, and some of them have been known to explode. So it's usually because somebody failed to glue it the right way. So when it comes to the gluing, don't be afraid to put it in there and get a little messy. You can clean it up later with some sandpaper or something if you're just really worried about the way it looks. But I do want to point that out. Make sure you use a lot of glue. And it's just like the other pieces. You just hold this up there like it's right here. Rub your glue around, get it good. I'll make sure it's all the way around in there. Don't want to leave any pieces unglued. Alright? Then you just simply just slide it on there, just like that right there. You want to make sure when you cut your pipe that you cut everything square, because you want it to reach all the way to the bottom here. Just like that. There you go. Now you got that piece done, and you're just going to rinse and repeat, you know what I'm saying? So you grab your other end here. Like I said, don't be afraid to put too much glue. If you think it's got enough glue on it, add some more. Alright? Then you're just going to slide this piece in there. Easy peasy, Japanese. Push that on in there. Just like that. And now your little chamber is done. If you got a little extra glue on your threads or something in the back, take your little paper towel, wipe it out, it ain't no big deal. But anyways, now your chamber's done. Just gonna screw that back on there just so I don't lose it. Alright, the barrel, same thing. Let me get this thing turned around here, maybe y'all can see it a little bit better. Alright, same principle. Lots and lots of glue. You don't want anything to happen whenever you go to fire your Spud gun. If you think you use too much glue, use some more. Can never have too much glue. So we're going to make sure we get that all around in there real good. Alright. Then you just simply slide your barrel in. Now, and there you have it. Your spud gun is almost complete. Your igniter, well, that's a different story, okay? You kind of have to just put your igniter where you're comfortable with it. I like mine a little bit closer to the front so I can kind of hold on to it, as you've seen in all my other videos. Because sometimes, depending on what kind of fuel you use, I use starting fluid. Some people call it ether, it's all the same thing. Anyways, just make sure you got it to where you can click it and you can still hold on to it. But y'all stick around for just a minute, and I'm going to show y'all how you install the ignition system on this. Alright, welcome back. To install your ignition system, there are a few things you're going to need. You're going to need your 1/2-inch clamp here. You can get them down there at your local Walmart, your hardware store. Going to need you some electrical tape, the 2 screws that come out of the package. Everything else you can just throw away. A drill and a 1/4-inch drill bit. You're going to come somewhere around, roughly halfway up your chamber, or down, depending on which direction you're coming and going from. Pop your 2 holes for your wires to go in. You're just simply going to slide them in, take your screws, screw them down. Then you can go ahead and plug your wires up. Electrical tape, you're going to want to tape up the clicker. But if your hand's on that and it's not taped up, you're going to get lit up, you know what I'm saying? So get that taped up real good. Then you can take your clamp, simply just push your clamp on right there. And just like I told you earlier, it's all up to you where you put it. I like mine somewhere up here, like I told you, that way I can kind of put my arm around it and hold it. Because depending on some of the fuel you use, these things can have a little bit of recoil on. Not much, it ain't too bad, but anyways, then you're just gonna find you a spot, screw it to it, and you'll be ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna be letting y'all work on that while I'm working on mine, and when we come back, we'll give it a good old test fire. Alright, now that you got your ignition system installed, this is what mine looks like. Just kind of threw it together there a little bit. Everything's mounted up, screwed up, and glued up. You're just going to take your good old titer, put it right there in front of the barrel, knock that puppy in just like that right there. Take your ramrod, you can use a broomstick. I bought me a piece 3/4 pipe. Anyways, you're going to shove that on down the barrel till it reaches the bottom now. Alright, once you got that, then what you're going to do is just unscrew your cap. And it don't take just a squirt now. Just a squirt's all you need. Get this like this. Get that squirt in there. Close your cap off. Like that. And make you some taters. Mashed taters. Hey, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you turn out on making yours. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out.